Welcome back. LT Volk here with episode 38 of the Baldur's Gate 3 Honor Mode playthrough. In this episode, I'm gonna finish up Helson's quest to lift the Shadow Curse, and then we'll continue exploring Wraithman Town. So let's get to it. First things first, let's teleport to the Last Light Inn
Given your own
waypoint.
nature, are you really the one to judge?
Not as long as we can put up a
And
fight.
then we're gonna go into camp. And the reason I'm doing it is just I'm more familiar with this camp
Path lies before me.
than with the Shadow Cursed camp. And, you know, with that one, I'm just gonna be running around trying to find Helson and Withers. And I don't really want to do that. Alright, so we're gonna talk to Helson, then we'll have him join instead of Astarion, and respect him with Withers, so he's not completely useless in the upcoming fight. Alright, Helson, let's talk, bro.
I should speak up. Oakfather preserve you.
I met a peer of yours, the druid Jaheira. Do you know her?
Only by reputation. She was present when we marched against Ketheric Thorm, but on the far end of the battle lines from where I fought. And in the chaos that ensued, well, our forces were scattered. I led some to safety, but never learned of her fate. I'm glad to hear she survived. Though in truth, I should not be surprised. She was always said to be formidable and cunning. I could have learned much from her, no doubt.
You seem to admire her greatly.
There is much to admire, judging by the stories. I cannot help but wonder how she would have handled some of the challenges I faced as Archdruid. Defended the Grove, Korga, the Shadow Druids. At least now we can benefit from her presence, and perhaps work to a common goal.
You've spent all these years fighting the Shadow Curse. What happens once it's lifted?
Honestly, I never thought I'd make it that far. But the Absolute is a threat to all, and I promised I'd help you with your parasite. So, I'll remain with you. If you'll have me, that is.
Of course. I only wish you'd joined me earlier.
So do I. But one duty at a time.
What happened before, when the Shadow Curse was unleashed?
Druids and Harpers joined together to put a stop to Ketheric Thorm. We marched on Moonrise, and after much fighting, we prevailed. Even in defeat, though, Ketheric turned to Shar. Not long after we sealed him away in his tomb, the Shadow Curse took hold. No one had seen the likes of it before. No one knew how to react. Then it started to claim all those within its reach. Those who had survived the battles now fell to the shadows, became part of the shadows. And worst of all, I lost contact with Thaniel. I wanted to try and find him, but we couldn't stay. We would have all succumbed. When the Archdruid of the Grove, my predecessor, was seized by the curse, I had to lead the survivors to safety. That was my first day as Archdruid. An inauspicious beginning.
Inauspicious? Sounds like you did what you had to, and saved lives.
You are right, but I must not lose focus until everything has been put right. I've wasted too much time already. Years in which nature has suffered.
Alright, I need you by my side.
You are blessed with several companions as it is. Perhaps dismiss one if you require me.
And you can take Astarion's place.
Ready at your side.
Alrighty, sounds good. So learned some more information about the war. And, you know, it's kind of cool. It's not complete picture. You actually learn later that the reason that the Harpers and the Druids were able to defeat Ketheric is because somebody else made a deal with Raphael and tipped the scales in the fight. Alrighty, Arabella, what you got to say?
I don't believe it. They can't be.
Breathe, child. Resist not the winds of change. Let them carry thee.
No.
Listen. Dost thou not hear it? Where creation meets ruin, where morning meets midnight, the root of all being. Balance.
They're dead. I can't. Balance.
Your very soul is tangled in shadow. Arabella's magic, wild as cursed briar. Her talent is now yours too.
The girl must learn the ways of the arcane, but she shan't remain here.
Where will she go then?
The weave knows her purpose. It will guide her plainly, if she listens. Arabella holds a power beyond reckoning. That of the decaying forest and the seedling that bore it. But it is unbalanced. Her yoke is already heavy. If she walks thy path, it will surely break. Arabella will depart once thou dost leave these accursed lands. She will find her way safely. Thus, it is fated.
Bowman, you're making me leave.
Fear not, girl. Abandon not the weave, and it shall not abandon thee.
You can trust Withers. If he says you'll be safe, you should believe him.
You feel grief fade as if it were your own. There is a lightness in her now, veiling the power within, soothing it.
Is that my future? Is that why they died?
It is.
It's wonderful. Thank you, Bowman, for being nice. If there are people like you around, perhaps everything will be all right.
And we got this ring. And I think we gotten this spell as well. Arabella's Shadow Entangle. Alright, Withers, let's talk.
Fate spins along as it should. Dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a resurrection instead?
Alright. Help me. Actually, no, I did it wrong. Actually, Halsin needs to run up and talk to Withers
Better
to
move.
respect himself. I forgot. It's gonna be just extra few seconds, so bear with me. Alrighty. And I believe I'm gonna make Halsin not a spore druid, but druid of the land, or whatever that is.
I shall be here in thy camp.
Alright, help me change
For
my
whenever,
class.
as thou do.
And he's gonna be a druid. And for the cantrips, he'll take the Shillag and guidance. For abilities, gonna drop his strength to 8. Gonna get his wisdom to 16, Charisma can stay at 8. Constitution's gonna be at 16. Let's see. Can we get it? No, can only get it to 15, can't we? Alright. Use recommended to respec it. 8 in strength. 14 dexterity. It's gonna be 16 constitution. And 16 wisdom. And then dexterity is gonna be at 15. And then we can improve the strength by 2. There we go. That's just fine. Now, let's level him up real quick. Not really gonna be doing too much of the, like, spell picking. So he's gonna be Circle of the Land. Gonna pick up one of these cantrips. And yeah, that's fine. What we're really looking for is the Circle of Land. And we're gonna pick up certain circles to pick up the extra spells. So here we're gonna take Arctic Circle for Hold Person and Spiky Growth spells. And then the next one would be the one that provides him with haste. Yeah, that's what it is. So if you can get resistance here, alert for his first feat, because it's really great on the spellcasters. And up here we go, Grassland. So he gets Daylight and Haste spell. Sounds good. And let's continue leveling him up. And up here, let's see. We'll just go with this one. Conjure Minor Elemental and Ice Storm. Looks good. And finally, level 8. And for this feat, I believe we're gonna take Resilient, or maybe what's that other feat that I'm looking for? Not this one. Warcaster, there we go. And this just gives you advantage on saving throws to maintain concentrations on a spell. So he's gonna be mainly casting haste and then just throwing random spells. Alright, here, equip your quarterstaff. And now we're ready to go.
Despite everything.
Gonna leave camp.
I wish we'd gear up and head out.
And then we're gonna teleport to this Shadow Battlefield waypoint.
I hear nature's symphony in this place. Now, it is quiet. Quiet and dead.
I can make some animal noises if it will make you feel more at home.
You bleat well enough as it is.
That's hilarious. I'm not sure if it's the new conversations or not, because apparently they added some new conversations with
She was no fun. All I wanted was
with
to
patch
play.
7. And Oliver is right here. First time when you encounter him, you can actually play a game of hide and seek with him. And if you're able to locate him without being captured by his shadow summoned foster parents, you can get like a ring. But I don't think I'm gonna do that because the ring's not really gonna be used for any of the characters. So we'll just encounter him.
Boo! I scared you! I saw it! Nobody beats me at hide and seek.
That's him. Like an echo of Thaniel, remolded by the curse. We need him if we're to put a stop to all of this.
Will you play with me?
And like I said, we're not really gonna play hide and seek, but here I'm gonna say this bard conversation option to say, I can play you a little song. Would you like that?
Not that kind of playing, silly. I want to play a game. It'll be really fun. Let me show you.
I know who you really are, and where you really belong. You need to reunite with Thaniel.
Spoil sport. I'm not going back. I like it here. I've made a family for myself. I get to play all the time.
Like it or not, you don't belong here.
Yes, I do. You can't make me do anything. I don't want to play with you anymore.
That little bastard. Where'd he go?
Through the portal. Alright, let's lockpick this
Bet I can crack that open.
chest here and see what's in there. Hopefully something good. And there is a ring of mental inhibition. Gain mental fatigue. What is this? Okay. It's fine. I don't think we're gonna use this ring at all, but sometimes it works for certain builds. Okie dokie. Let's get ready to head in. Now,
What comes now?
Halsin's gonna cast Conjure Minor Elemental. And let's get Ice Methods. Why not? Now we can go through the portal.
Never mind.
Alrighty. So this is the Night Dome that's got Cursed Vengeance on it. Won't allow for you to hurt him. Any damage done to the dome will be reflected twofold to the attacker. And let's see if Thaniel's got a legendary action. Yes, he does. Alright. Once per round, Oliver can spend a legendary action to summon the Whispering Quiet. The Wasting Quiet, rather. In an aura after summoned shadow is slain. And it does 3 to 24 necrotic damage. And you get silenced every time you enter or start the turn inside. Okay. So let's get started. Halsin, go ahead and cast your haste on Shadowheart.
I'm ready.
Shadowheart's gonna cast her Spirit Guardians. And then she's gonna attack the Daddy Shadow and the Mummy Shadow. And there, Shadowheart got damaged for 20 damage because she accidentally hit this dome. Which is alright. So she can back up a little bit. drink a potion. And then cast a guiding bolt on the mummy. Sounds good. And then turn.
Stand in my way.
Karlach's gonna frenzy. Get a little bit closer here and start throwing. Gonna focus fire at the mummy first. Hopefully kill it off. But if not, that's fine as well. 15 health left. Yeah, just gonna finish her off. And when you kill off one of the shadows, it does the damage to the Night Dome. Oh, and I guess this is the legendary action, and it looks like it's centered on where the enemy is killed. Okie dokie, that's kind of cool. Alright, move out of the way there. Karlach. So now it's my character's turn. We're gonna use this entangle on the Daddy Shadow that we gotten from Arabella. And then fire our offhand crossbow, and not gonna use our Luck of the Far Realms. Yeah. And back up. And turn.
This shall be defended at any cost.
Now, Halsin, why don't you cast Healing Word on Shadowheart? And back up. Back up quite a bit. And the reason I'm doing it is usually Thaniel summons some more shadows, and I don't want them to attack Halsin. Break his concentration for haste, which will make Shadowheart lethargic. So there we go. And turn.
You should have just left me alone. Spoiled my fun. Just you watch.
Alrighty. And now, go ahead. Have the elementals attack. And turn. Couple of them got killed off there by Shadowheart's Spirit Guardians. And here we'll use Cutting Words to help Karlach avoid the attack. And it seems like it was successful. And the Daddy Shadow came in and did some damage to one of my methods. Alrighty, and turn.
Ready.
Now, Shadowheart. How do I want to go about this? Because I think killing this guy will create another aura. Oh, I know.
Ready
Alright.
for another round?
Karlach, go ahead and finish Daddy for me.
What to do?
There's one. Second attack. The third one. Hopefully that kills it off. Yep. And now Shadowheart
What should I do?
can run by and tag this this shadow here. And move back out. Yeah, looks good. And there is the other aura that sprung up after we killed the Daddy Shadow. Alrighty. And turn.
Time to push my luck again.
Now everybody can end their turn as well.
Oh, Father, shield your servant.
This is gonna feel good.
You want to play? Let me show you my favorite toy.
And now it looks like Oliver is summoned this shadow plush. which looks like a shadow version of the owlbear. Alrighty. Method, go ahead and stack one of these small shadows, then end your turn, and you do the same thing. Method.
Spoiling my fun! Stop it right now! You'll be sorry!
The Shadow Plush jumps in, tried to attack Karlak, but it didn't really do much. Not gonna react here. Ice Method should be alright. Actually, exploded and killed off a couple of these lesser shadows. Karlak, go ahead and run back out. Tank the attack of opportunity, and we'll actually use cutting words to try and make this Shadow Plush miss.
Thou fetid fish, thou ransom shark.
Alright, that worked pretty well. Now keep throwing. Finish it off for me. And of course, Karlak is just doing crazy amount of damage.
My faith will protect me.
Alrighty, Shadow Heart, tag this Shadow Fiend, and then stick around here. And turn.
Fight. Let's go.
Got some more of these lesser shadows. And it looked like most of them got killed off by the Spirit Guardians. Very good. Shadowheart moves back a little bit. And then my character can just finish off this Shadow Fiend. Not gonna proc. Luck of the Far Realms. No need for it. The small shadows only got like 1 HP. And the dome only has 50 HP left. Alright, end turn.
We shall carry the day.
Alright, Karlak, it's go time.
And Oliver summons some more of these small shadow fiends. Yeah, let's use cutting words.
Your father a flower.
But unfortunately, it caused Karlak's
Fuck
rage
yes.
to end. Alright. That's fine as well.
Well, so much for peace.
My character is gonna back up. And then fire an arrow of fire right here.
Here we go again.
Not gonna react. The actual fire effect was able to kill off the two smaller shadows there. Now let's kill off this guy. And now Shadowheart can finish off this one, and that should be the end of the fight. Pretty easy.
Why couldn't you just leave me alone? Why can't I just stay here playing? I had everything I've ever wanted, right here! And you've ruined it. I'm not leaving. You can't make me.
Be gentle. He's much more than a child. But he doesn't truly know that.
You don't have to leave. All you have to do is lend Thaniel your strength.
He's nothing to me. He left me here all this time. I had to do everything for myself. Even when it was scary, even when I was alone. I didn't give up.
You were very brave and resourceful. Think of how much you'd be able to help Thaniel.
But would he even want me back? I've changed. A lot.
Change is good. That's what growing up is all about. Together, you two will become more than you were before.
So I wouldn't have to make up friends to play with anymore. I'd have someone real. I'd like that. And he would too, I think. All right, I'll do it. I want to do it.
Well done.
Are you crying? You're a bit big to be crying. But I suppose that's okay. Bye. And thank you for playing with me.
It's done, at last. Soon the land will be unshrouded. We should return to Thaniel when we can.
Okie dokie.
I have a lot on my mind and, well...
So not that bad of a fight, but if you don't really know what you're doing, you can really damage yourself if you attack that dome. Or if you just attack all of the summoned creatures without being far enough where the aura that's created when they die, you know, affects you. Anywho, let's go back to the camp, grab Gale, and then talk to Halsin.
Need to find a way forward.
Right, Gale, my friend. Let's go.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Join me.
Oh, nothing would give me greater pleasure. Wonderful.
Alrighty, there we go. And have Long Strider as well. And as always,
One
cast
with the
your
weave.
mage armor on yourself. Alrighty.
Never a dull moment.
Sounds
press ahead.
bueno. And I think Halsin and Thaniel are right there. So we'll talk to them to finish up the quest.
Already feeling better.
The druid Halsin spoke to me while I was sleeping. He spoke of you. Said that you fought shadow and spite to restore me. 100 years of sickness almost ended. I feel every root that riddles the earth beginning to unfold. But there is one anchor, still holding the shadows in place. The soul that brought it into being, for the land to heal. Ketheric Thorm must die.
Alright, good talk. So, I'm gonna leave camp here, take a short rest to recover some HP, and then we'll continue on
I can keep going a little longer.
on our adventures. Alright, what do we have here?
Ketheric Thorm shown in Selûnite armor.
What's that?
Is there any god that turncoat hasn't bowed to?
That's actually the statue of Ketheric Thorm when he was younger. Alright, and here is a little puzzle.
That might be worth a look.
You've got several of these plaques that provide some information. And I believe you gotta go this one first.
See. Was that a click I heard? There's
Then
something about these plaques.
this guy. And then this guy. Right? I guess not. Alright, I think it's this one first then. Then this one. And then that one.
What did that do?
And now we can descend into here. And it's a small, like, mini dungeon. I don't recall if there are any enemies there. But we'll see.
Curse has no effect here. What is this place?
No, I think it's a Sharon little shrine. Because you have statue of Shar all around here. Let's read the plaque.
Do you think yourself wise enough to be granted Shar's blessing?
Let's use our saving throw to nod. You feel like a veritable sage after all you experienced of late. And here, let's just get Bless from Shadowheart. Bless or Resistance? Resistance, because it's a cantrip. And we also drink Elixir of Heroism as well to help us out a little bit. Alright, let's see how it goes. Pretty darn good.
A warm swell rises through you. Acceptance. You are worthy.
And that gives us what? I think another blessing. Here we go. +5 bonus to wisdom until finishing a long rest. That's pretty darn good. How about this one?
Are you bold of heart and sharp of tongue? Can you turn any and all to the Dark Lady's cause?
I'm gonna use our saving throw for the charisma here and smirk. Of course. Did you even say it? Because we are the bards. Alright, there we go. Pretty easy check.
Confidence surges through you. You feel like there is nothing you can't do, no one you can't win over. The statue seems to agree and approve.
And now we got this +1 charisma, which is actually pretty crazy. We got 25 charisma now. So for the next couple of fights, my bard is gonna be able to just probably can use like hold person or some other control spell, and the enemies will not be able to resist. All right, what's up here?
Do you accept Shar's test of your intellect?
Not an acceptance. An untested mind is a dull mind. All right, let's roll it and see how we do. Actually rolled pretty high on D20 and succeeded again.
You feel a small pulse of energy race.
There we go. We were able to succeed. And let's see if there is any incense in these here
Anything of use?
vases, phases, however you want to say it. All right. Let's see what we can do with this Shar altar.
An altar to Shar. It appears to seek prey and a blood offering. Your blood.
Gonna take up the dagger, recite Shar's dogma, and cut our arm. And now we've gotten some potions, elixirs, and scrolls. Alright, yeah. Very good.
Might be useful.
And I'll actually not gonna grab this ritual dagger, just because don't wanna incur the wrath of Shar. Let's see if we can get Gale to get some intelligence as well.
Step by step.
I don't recall if you can get other characters to get the blessings.
It seems this statue has nothing.
Alright.
Let's get going.
That's
These boots
quite
have seen
alright.
everything.
So my character now is just crazy buffed. Got 19 wisdom, 15 intelligence, and 25 charisma, which is very great. Alright, let's go. And there are a couple encounters that we can do. The Githyanki, and I think there are also some undead around here. And I believe for the Githyanki we have to travel kind of west. This way. And they'll try to ambush us, which is just fine by me. Maybe we'll go through here. This way, yeah, there we go. It's right in here. Because I believe they spawn right around this area and on top of this bridge. And we're gonna be ready. And up here,
We're a long way from Waterdeep.
Gale's just gonna cast, actually, let's see what else we got.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
Elixir of Bloodlust. Let's give that to Gale. He's gonna drink that. Got some of these potions of speed. So gonna give it to Karlak.
Making me sweat.
And one will go to Shadowheart. Yeah, just because these Githyankis are a very dangerous encounter. Alright, I think we're ready. Gale's gonna cast, or first, drink that Elixir of Bloodlust. And the reason you do that for the casters on honor mode is getting an extra action means you can fire off another set of spells, where for marshals, you only get one attack. Alright. And now Gale's gonna move up, drop some water here, and cast haste on himself. Alright.
Let's move.
And now let's trigger
Going. Listen,
the enemies.
psionic detector. Githyanki are lurking nearby.
There you go. They try to ambush us.
I won't make the same mistake.
Now, Gale,
Destroyer.
go ahead, back up to this water.
Got to concentrate.
Shadowheart's gonna drink a potion of speed, and then cast her Spirit Guardians, and try to tag these veteran warriors. And now just run around. My character is gonna
Sometimes
back
the only
up.
way out is through.
Now, Shadowheart, go ahead and fire off your Moonbeam, or Sunbeam, rather. There we go. Did pretty great damage. And now you can just start heading this way.
Got to move.
Tag one of these raiders with your Spirit Guardians, and end turn.
I don't fancy their chances.
Let's go.
Karlak's gonna frenzy. And she's gonna run up here and start throwing her pike at the raider. Hopefully take it out. Path is interrupted. Not good. Come on. Ah, that's annoying. Alright, so she's gonna just attack one of these warriors. They're gonna parry. That's alright. Now just continue throwing. Did some extra damage there. And see if you can actually prone him. Yeah, he was able to do it. And turn.
Extra real.
Gale's gonna fire off his level 4 magic missile. All of the darts going into this veteran warrior. Hopefully kills them off. Yep. Oh, forgot to check. Shirai Sakana. He's got legendary resistances. And soul sacrificed. Once per round, when a humanoid dies, Shirai can spend a legendary action to sacrifice its soul to Vlakith in return for great power. Once 3 souls have been sacrificed, Shirai takes on Vlakith's undying aspects. 6 beams when casting Eldritch Blast. Alright, that's definitely not good.
No choice but to keep going.
Now, my character's just gonna try and cast what? Hunger of Hadar right here on top of the enemies. And then let's drink a potion of speed. Do we have one? Yeah, we do. And then cast Dissonant Whispers on the Shirai, so she can't move out.
Follows me everywhere.
Alright, and we're gonna use the cutting words to make sure it hits. There we go. And turn. And I think we need to like focus fire the Shirai in the next couple turns. Okie dokie. Gale, just fire your level 1 magic missile on this veteran warrior. And another one. Alright, doing pretty well. It's got 15 health left. And turn. One of the raiders rallies Shirai.
I will take you for my queen.
And this veteran raider is using trip attack on Shadowheart. We'll use cutting words as well. Make sure that they miss. Alright, this warrior tried to attack my character a couple of times, but wasn't able to. Here, Karlak's gonna move into a better position and start throwing her pike at the Shirai.
Easy
There we go, critical hit, very good. Second attack, also hits. And now, go ahead and throw your frenzied throw at the Shirai. Path is interrupted. There we go. We're able to do some great damage there, and let's see.
Still on my feet.
My character is just gonna fire off Cliff of Warding Thunder. And that provokes attack of opportunity. Alright, Gale,
Assured.
finish off this veteran with your level 1 magic missile. The Shirai was unable to use her legendary action because she's prone.
Where do I go from here?
So that's why a frenzied throw from Karlak is so powerful. My character is gonna get a little bit closer and fire off this Cliff of Warding and try to hit 2 of these enemies. Did some pretty good damage to the Shirai. And now let's fire this magic missile. Going into the Shirai. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 darts should be enough to finish her off. but we'll just fire all of them just to make sure. There we go. Now, gonna use the concentration blast, if we can, on one of these enemies. There we go. Gonna run up here and use the concentration blast on Veteran Raider. And
One
turn.
can't always be a gentleman.
Let's end this.
Now, Shadowheart can run by and stack some more Radiant Orbs on the Raiders. And fire off a Guiding Bolt on this guy. Kills him. And actually move over this way and fire another Guiding Bolt. There we go. 8 Radiant Orbs, which is a penalty of 8 to hit. And turn.
Board is set.
Gale, run up here and fire your level 2 magic missile into the Veteran Raider.
Torment!
And now you can just fire your cantrips. I'm gonna try and preserve some of my spell slots if I can. Come on. Alright, forget it. Just fire your level 1 magic missile again.
Torment!
Should be enough.
Psionic detector alerted us to the Githyanki attack. Looks like Voss was good for his word.
Yep.
What's in here?
And once again, with some preparation and some potion. Potions and elixirs makes this fight a lot easier. Although I didn't realize that this lady had like a really crazy legendary action where I guess she got stronger as your allies or the enemies die. Okie dokie. Mage Hand as a bonus action, yep. Psionic Ward Armor. Might be an alright armor for Lae'zel. So let's just send it to her. Here you go, Lae'zel. Where are you?
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
And I'll send the rest of the heavy items over to Karlach, as usual. Yep. Take these items, Karlach. And we need 1400 XP to get the next level. And that will allow us to start building Karlach as a fighter. Because eventually she's gonna be able to
so that's progress.
Get the action surge. So when you start up, you can frenzy throw your 2 attacks, and then do 2 more attacks with the action surge. But now these can go to Karlach again. Hopefully she doesn't get over encumbered. She is not. Very good. Right, this can go to Karlach as well. And this can go to Karlach. And of course, walking this way, there is like a large army of the Absolutes. And you can't really fight them, you get automatically arrested and sent to the Moonrise Towers.
Looking ahead.
So we're not gonna do that. We're just gonna head this way. I think there is another small encounter over here with the shadows. And we'll be able to easily take them out. But we'll see how it goes. Anything of interest here? No. And everybody failed their survival checks. Well, let's start digging. There we go. Record of shipments. And it says, sending you the requested ingredients as per your letter. So had some extra alchemical ingredients, I guess. Up here, let's equip the amulet. And recover a level 4 spell slot. And then re-equip our magic missile, or Misty Step amulet, I guess.
There is work to do.
Alright, Shadowheart's gonna do the same. She's gonna equip this Pearl Power amulet. Recover her level 3 spell slot. And then re-equip her Amulet of Restoration.
The air is ripe with magic.
And Gale, why don't you recover all of your level 1 spell slots? That sounds like a good plan. And I think after this fight, gonna call it a day. It's been almost an hour. Alrighty.
Moving ahead.
And there we go. The fight begins. Got a whole bunch of wraiths and shadows and shadow cursed peoples. Gale.
All doom.
Go ahead, once again, cast haste on Shadowheart. Where is she?
To focus.
Shadowheart's gonna cast her Spirit Guardians. And it's gonna start tagging all of the enemies with the aura. Stack some radiant orbs on them. And now cast Click Heals. It's fine, she can tank some attacks here as well. And I think we have most of them tagged. Now my character is gonna run out here and fire off an arrow of many targets, I think. That's a pretty good plan, and sure, lock up the Far Realms, because on the next episode, first thing we're gonna do is long rest. Did critical hit to all of the enemies here, and let's target the shadow. Offhand crossbow. And turn.
They burn.
Right, Gale. You can just hang out back there and turn. And who is next? This Wraith. So we'll just hit it with a guiding bolt. Actually, back up a little bit. There we go. Missed the guiding bolt, unfortunately. But that's fine. And turn. Alright, it got blinded by the blood of Lathander. And the shadow used Strength Drain. Let's reroll. And I was able to save with a reroll.
Knees high.
Oh man, Karlak is out of her rage charges. Which is not great, but also not that bad. So go ahead and target this Shadow Mastiff. Alright, get a better vantage point, I guess. And hit the Shadow Mastiff first. try to kill it off with the second attack. There we go. Kills it. End turn. And the shadow cursed people are attacking everybody, and of course, because of the radiant orbs, there is a really good chance that they won't be able to do anything. Alrighty. Gale's gonna fire off the magic missile from his amulet. Fire off 4 shots into this guy. And then fire off level 1 magic missile into this wraith. 1, 2, 3, 4. Did some pretty decent damage, and then turn. Here.
Can't give up.
Shadowheart's gonna try and run out. Tank the attacks of opportunity, which should miss. And then tag 2 of these enemies. There we go. Now my character can move back a little bit, tank the attacks of opportunity successfully, and then fire off this arrow of many targets again. And killed off one of the shadow cursed humans. Very good. And now we're just gonna target the wraith.
Shouldn't have made me your enemy.
There we go.
Stay focused.
Shadowheart, use your guiding bolt on the wraith. Kills it off. And now move in here. Actually, back up and kill off one of these guys with your guiding bolt. Probably this one. Shadow Cursed Dwarf. Alrighty.
Put him up.
And now go ahead and use your Brandon Smite. Marlak, kill it all.
These things have stayed interesting.
Alright, not too bad. We're able to finish up all of the enemies fairly easily. And like I said, I think this is a pretty good spot to end the episode. And then I'll, yeah, on the next episode, we're gonna continue exploring the Wraithwing town. I think there is maybe another encounter with the shadows. And then we'll head into the mausoleum towards the end game of chapter 2, or act 2 rather. Yeah, sounds like a good plan to me. Alright, thank you for watching, and hope to see you again soon.